Okay, your chopper is only gonna fly sideways now, so just think of everything working normally, just sideways instead, and then you're gonna be able to control the helicopter. Okay.
Wow. Go ahead. Yeah, generally, if you're going less than like I think it's about 60 or 70, when you start getting a serious yaw into the flight pattern. What you want to do is pretty much line it up like an airplane, and it's gonna suck, trust me. But once you start, you want to get low enough and fast enough that you're still maintaining forward flight. Start killing your speed while you're low, and once you start getting that turn, you want to just pretty much slam her into the ground. I mean, not slam it to kaboom slam it, but get her down quickly enough. One thing you can do is once you start getting that little bit of yaw, like it's starting to take over, if you can and you're good enough, get that tail down so it's dragging on the ground and it'll straighten you out. Alright guys, if you're in the middle of an emergency procedure, go ahead and finish it up. Or
please fire, whoever's firing, do not fucking fire at all. Exactly.
Finish your emergency situations. If you can't, blow up, do whatever you gotta do, because we're gonna be moving on to the next portion of the class. Alright, no more liftoffs for now. I want everyone finish up what you're doing now and get back on the ground.
Yes, they did.
Fuck that realism shit.
I know.
It's... Alright, next movement on this course is I'm going to want everyone in their Blackhawks, instructors, and the Little Birds. We're going to be moving, if you open up your maps, north of the airfield you see HP Plush, which is our hold point. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to move to that hold point. I want everyone to maintain it between a 10 to 25 meter altitude behind Misty Peak at HP Plush. Then once we've maintained that oh Jesus. Once we've sat there for a while and everyone's maintained that hold point, we're gonna move back to the base, and one at a time I want everyone to attempt to land between the red and green smokes that are near the control tower. Misty Peak is direct north of the airfield.
Oh, Joe, do you want to demonstrate this first? We had this issue last time.
Demonstrate what? Holding, or demonstrate
NOE to hold to landing in the more complex manner.
Alright, what, you want me to get everyone in a Blackhawk?
No, we take two MH6s, load everyone onto the pads, and basically fly the path and demonstration.
Sounds good. Alright, I want everyone on the ground and meet up at the MH6s.
Oh, yes, and as Edit points out, the personal movement.
Yes. Holy crap. Alright, yeah, we'll get on that. I want everyone out of their choppers and at the MH6s that are going to be on the runway. Death Strike, put your bird on the runways.
Yeah, I'm next to it. I'll pick people up as they run towards me.
Right.
They're still good enough to respawn.
Good.
Oh, just so whoever stepped in my pilot bird should know, I'm a horrible pilot. We're gonna die.
Don't worry.
Yes.
We
Oh,
got
sure,
enough.
they're all behind us, so you're gonna have to turn around.
No risk, no fun.
Well, I want us on the runway. They're going to know us.
You're earning lazy slouches.
And between myself and Death Strike, we should be able to put all of you on our skids.
For some reason, people keep coming to me.
Yeah, guys, you'll want the two little birds that are by the runway, not God Hand.
And
I'm
God
actually
Hand is
a student.
God Hand is not on. Yeah, God Hand is pretty much a student. If you can't get on mine, go over to
I've
Death
still got
Strike.
space.
Death Strike. Death Space. All right. One thing I'm going to go over real quick is the personal move marker. All right, which is if you open up your map, scroll up to that HP plush, hit left shift and click. It'll give you your own personal little waypoint marker on your HUD. Alright? That is one thing that will help you get places and get there quickly and know where you're going. Alright? It'll give you a nice little pointer telling you exactly where you're moving to. Alright, what we're going to do right now is Death Strike and I are going to show you Map of the Earth flight rules. Alright? Death Strike, you lead, I'll follow. Just follow, see how we fly, and then once we bring you back and get you back in the choppers, you're going to fly this way to HP Plush.
Tell me when you skid to.
I'm lifting.
Okay.
I'm behind you.
So as I say, Map of the Earth basic is maintaining safe, level, low level flight. This doesn't have to be showing off cowboy style. Your aim is to get from point A, point B in a safe manner that is using the best use of your terrain and surroundings to mask yourself from any threats that may be lurking. Obviously in this case, you'll find yourself mostly in maps like this having to avoid trees. Simple fact, just keep your distance, because you'll find in cases the hitbox of the trees will extend past the visual point, especially if you're on a lower end computer where you're finding it's rendering at a greater distance.
Exactly.
Just
I can't tell you how many times I've nailed a tree that wasn't there, so be very careful on where you see a tree and expect any quote unquote branches and whatever to extend past it. Okay.
So as you see though, just...
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Power line.
One thing to worry about is power lines. This map is good for them. If a power line is not rendered, it won't hurt you. But another thing to worry about is if you see the power lines, they will kill you.
So just here, we've now arrived at the holding point. We set ourselves into a nice hover.
Alright, and I'm within 25 meters. I want, when you get here, yeah, in NOE flight, power lines are a gigantic issue. Alright, when you guys get to this point, I want you to fly NOE rules, alright? Fly as close to the ground as you can safely, alright? And once you get here, I want you to be within 10 to 25 meters off the ground and hovering behind this point in this mountain, alright? Alright, Zedek, you want to stay here just to give them a little bit of a marker to where they need to go? Alright, then you guys better use your personal marker, because it's one of the few ways you'll find this thing, unless you got a GPS going. Remember, left shift click, and you'll see the waypoint caret in your HUD and a little arrow when you look out your windows. Alright? Death Strike, I'm behind you.
Okay. Taking.
Everyone's gonna be in Blackhawks. Except the instructors.
Nice, Sticky.
Was that?
Said nice stick.
We got about, I think, 7. Oh, better they crash in the course than crash in the mission.
Does it make a big difference being on a high-end computer than a low while piloting?
Oh,
Yes.
loads difference.
It helps,
Man.
but as long as you have a good FPS, it doesn't really matter. That's what really matters, isn't it? You can guarantee you're not going to crash, or, well, crash is in, you know, game crash the desktop, and that you're going to have a stable FPS at all times, even when shit's really hitting the fan.
Then when you come back, see these red and green smokes in front? I want everyone to nice and gently bring back. And I want everyone to land as best they can close to these smokes.
Smile for the Apache.
And smile for the Apache. And I want you to maintain nice good spacing with your buddies. Because this is one thing you may have to do is fly in formation and land, and then boom, we're on the ground. Alright, everyone out, get to your choppers, get ready
I'll
to
take
move
it
out.
one over.
Alright, well, yeah, get back in the chopper, I'll move you over.
Yeah, it's a bit far to run. All people can run.
Alright, here we go.
Guided
Moving.
by the Apache.
See, they're closer than we were. Alright guys, that was my mistake. Normally you wouldn't see that, but I was hot dogging, so that's what you should... Hot dogging, you know, being a fucking show off.
That's my job.
Alright guys, just be advised, you do something like that in a mission and you screw up like I did,
You get put in the book.
oh yeah, you will get much ridicule, so you don't want any of that shit brought down on you. Alright guys, once you're ready, spool up. Once I give you the go ahead, I expect you to get up and nap of the earth. Hey Death Strike, go ahead, get to the destination, watch them as they come in.
Yeah, I need to locate a vehicle to use first. One moment, please.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't have acre enabled, Zedic. You are global. No,
Yeah,
that's right. Well,
He's not. Alright guys, once you're spooled up, you're gonna see the Chinook fly over you. You can go ahead and follow him if you want. Maintain nap of the earth, but I highly suggest you left shift and click on HP plush, so you have a marker to get you there. Alright, I want everyone to lift off, nap of the earth to HP plush, pull into a hover, maintaining between 10 to 25 meters. Once you've gotten to a stable hover, I want you to let me know. Alright everyone, go, go, go. And watch your buddies, because if one thing you need to worry about is whoever is in the rear has to worry about whoever's in the front. So if you if you rear end someone, that's your fault.
It is entirely up to you to maintain your spacing.
Flight lead will maintain speed, and then everyone else will maintain distance and speed off of him.
Oh, it's just like infantry.
Exactly. So if you rear end the person in front of you, you obviously were not maintaining speed and or distance. That's it. Because you like rear ending men. Alright guys, remember, stay low. I don't want to see anyone too far above them trees. Remember, if you need a quick boost in altitude, pull up. Pull up plus power will give you a good boost in altitude. Alright, once you've gotten to LP plus, I want everyone in a hover at between 10 to 25 meters.
Hello.
Then that would have been Zedek's fault. Oh, well, if you crossed your flight path, that's different. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, then that one would have been his. Haha. Alright, we got 2 Chinooks. Who else is in a Chinook?
Me,
Who's a copycat?
Deathstrike is.
Good one.
Says with another.
Alright. Martin fucking the dog.
Love Zedek.
Alright, I want y'all between 10 and 25. Don't get too low.
Good
And
example
then-
is I should be able to fly my Chinook beneath all of you.
Yep.
Oh yes.
I said between 10 and 25, just to make sure. Indeed.
At the moment, one of you has a Chinook underneath them. If you fail to stay above 10 feet, you will die.
Alright, I got two Blackhawks that are about to conflict. Tassel, look right.
Yeah, I've already seen it.
Now guys, remember, small movements. Small movements, don't overcorrect.
This is getting uncomfortable.
Alright, we still got one Blackhawk that's moving in. Once he moves into a hover and gets within the designated altitude, we'll be set.
As Husker.
Alright, now we got Mike coming in. Got Mike moving in. Alright. Alright, Mike, bring it into a hover, come on. Martin, landing's not hovering.
Oh dear. Magos.
Alright. Yeah. Hit the abort simulation button and it'll repair your chopper. Alright, bring them back up and let's get back into hovers. Once everyone's into a hover, and then we'll move them back out. hit abort simulation so it repairs your chopper. There we go. Alright, everyone get back in the air. Once you're to hover and friggin' within the required altitude, we'll be getting out of here.
Oscar, are you flying analog with the keyboard? Oh, that's why.
Alright guys, once you've gotten into a hover, you're at your destination, so use this time to reset your personal waypoint marker if you ought. There's one. It's bound to happen sooner or later. Alright, remember, since we're here, use the time if you're in a hover. Reset your personal waypoint marker to bring you back. Zedek, go ahead, take point. I want Magos, Bloodbane, Huska, follow him. He's firing the flares. Go, get after him. Alright, Godhand, Tassel, everyone else. Go in behind them. When you land, I want you all to be in a decent formation with decent spacing, alright? Maintain your spacing, alright? I don't want you coming down on top of each other.
Bloodbane,
good
go.
Yeah, good idea.
Godhand, go.
As long as they're on the other side of that smoke, they should be good.
Godhand, go.
Ah, that's you, that's right, okay. I was just looking who the fuck was on my radar.
Yeah, I'm taking the rear. I'm gonna stop using auto hover.
Hey,
Yeah.
NOE flight rules, guys. I don't know why you're not hugging that ground.
And who's dropping flares? That's not NOE. Auto hover is generally frowned upon because you have a slow reaction time, seeing as you've got to quickly scroll into your action menu, disable it, and by that time you've already taken the fire whilst you're dropping off whoever.
Not to mention only nubs use it.
Yeah, but the main problem is though is that when you're landing for auto hover, your helicopter is thrown backwards and gains altitude rapidly, and it gains a lot of altitude in that time. So you normally find that if you were flying in a Wii, you're gonna quickly radar yourself.
Yeah, if I'm already in a hover, I'll put on auto hover. But or select something on the map so I know I'm not, drifting into a tree. Alright, there we go. Oh, there goes another one. It's good if you're already in a hover. Alright guys, just for auto hover, pretty much don't ever use it while you're in forward flight. Once you've gained your hover, then you can use the damn auto hover, alright? Use auto hover if you're attempting to take care of administrative shit. You're working on the map, you're setting your personal waypoint, you're making, your own waypoints, to do this, that, and the other, alright? Once you're in a hover, auto hover's fine to maintain your position. But don't use it while you're in forward flight because it'll make you nose up and gain loads and loads of altitude. Alright, so how many did we have die in that awesome landing?
One.
Awesome. Alright. Good to go, guys. It looks like most of you maintained a good amount of spacing in landing. One thing you do need to know, which I haven't covered, is since y'all are pilots, y'all should have GPSs. Hit Control M, and it should bring up a little Grand Theft Auto looking like map down there at the bottom right hand corner. Now the good thing to note about this map is the faster you go, the more it's going to zoom out, alright? So one thing you can do is once you've put a personal waypoint down or a marker on the map, once it gets to the border of the map, if you start pulling up and slowly letting your speed bleed off, it's a good marker of letting you know when, how quickly you can let your speed go. All right, it will take practice to get it right, but once you've got it right, it's a very good tool to have at your disposal. All right, there we go. Let's see what we got here. Would be God Hand in the freaking Apache. Alright. Alright, does anyone have any questions so far with Nap of the Earth flying, personal waypoint, landing, etc., etc.? Nope, good to go. Alright. Y'all see my dadgum little bird landing? Go ahead and gather around it for closing remarks. Yes, dismounted.
Because I'm global.
Alright guys, once you hit the deck, come see me at the Little Bird near the taxiway in the middle of the runway.
Okay. I want to demonstrate something.
What's that?
I need Death Strike to go and spool this helicopter up when I say so, and just watch me. Just when I say so.
The Little Bird? Alright. Hey, Death Strike, go ahead and spool that up, and then, I guess, Zedek, do whatever you're gonna plan on doing.
Spool. Remember, guys, don't be an idiot. Always be cognizant of where you are in relation to your helicopter. Observe.
Yeah, I told you about that earlier, didn't I? You'll get a new face real quick. Alright, everyone, go have fun on the rotor blades.
No, there's a bit of demonstration for that.
It's a new version.
Yeah.
Are we gonna train on Thunder and
That's not.
No, that's close air support, which we will not be covering. That'll be in another class, which we have yet to actually put together. There will eventually be a cast class, but this is just your basic rotary wing transport. All right.
Chuck, for future reference, just say that course is currently having finishing touches or has not been scheduled. You don't have to say that it hasn't been put together.
In other words, Death Strike has not got off his lazy arse yet and made the,
Exactly.
and put the finishing touches to the cast course.
Yeah. Death Strike hasn't done his job. Simple. There we go. All right. Basically, these are the basic skills you will need to do rotary transportation. All right. To be a truly great pilot, you're going to need to practice these outside of missions and outside of, DOMI and everything else. Load up the editor, spawn yourself a chopper, and practice flying. That's the only way you'll get better is practice. Practice, 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 more practice, and guess what? Some more practice. That's how you'll become a good pilot, right? Does anyone have any questions so far about this class?
Nope, but at one point in ArmA you have to be careful because the little bird is sometimes a little bit buggy. When it's off and you ran in the torque rotor, you also die.
Yeah, well, that's the reason you don't run behind the dang thing and run into the damn rotor, huh?
Yeah, even if it's off.
Yeah, even if it's off. Don't run behind there in the friggin' rotor. Even if it's off and you think, hey, nothing could happen. You never know when a pilot's climbed in there is going to start that thing up while you're sitting. you know, playing around in the damn rotor, alright?
What?
He just killed.
He just killed one
That's
guy.
a demonstration
Perfectly.
of the mentioning of the little bird's bug. I'll mention this because this has come up recently in ArmA, in that the kill zone for the tail rotor extends in the complete Z-axis, aka anyone beneath the little bird will be killed by the little bird's tail rotor. Bear that in mind.
So you guys know the rule: kill or be killed. He's on approach. Fuck him.
Open up.
Everyone aim at dust strike.
No, I'm gonna show you one day you'll be able to do things all like
It's so tipsy to just do a rocket run and do that right now.
Okay.
this, so you know how effective
Alright, so does anyone have any actual questions?
Yeah. Well,
Alright, one at a time.
yeah, whoever. I guess I'll go first. Can you just tell me the? I have never been able to figure this out. I've been looking for a while. What are the flare and shaft keys, and are they ace keys or regular keys?
regular
Reload.
keys. Regular
No.
keys they are
Yeah.
in the options menu under countermeasures.
Yeah, it's
Sweet.
R. It's all one button, so you can't really. It's not flat. It's not shaft or flare. It's
Both. Yep. Cool.
All right. Any other
Both.
questions? What was that?
Oh shit.
All right. So I'm gonna assume that's the end of the questions. No more questions?
Nope.
All right. Well, I got to go. Yeah. Control R to change the burst mode on your flares when they're automatic. Pretty much useless. If you want, you are free to practice flying on this map. You can practice in Apache, Chinook, whatever the hell you want to practice. I've got to go make winners.
Thank you for attending the UOTC Rotary Wing training course.
Thanks for the course.
Yeah, as Esric said, thanks for showing up. If you have any questions you think of later and you couldn't think of in class, feel free to PM myself or Duststrike or Zedek or... Well, not Zedek, because you probably
Not
won't
Zedek.
answer, but me or Duststrike.
I'll be sticking around for.
Well, you can be kind of an asset.
You're supposed to be encouraging me to make a cast training off.